Okay, hello everyone. Today I want to present my own build of the Raspberry Pi Game Boy Color. Here you can see it's running a Game Boy Color game. Last video I showed the Raspberry Pi before I assembled anything, so you can go and check out that clip if you want. So, what's this thing that I built? It's basically a 2.5-inch screen hooked up to the Raspberry Pi and a speaker. Um, I also have the buttons, which is connected to the GPIO pins in order to register feedback. So I just want to point out that this is not a broken Game Boy Color, it's actually a replacement case that I got from eBay. I'm just gonna show you here that how it looks, how the case looked when I got the case from eBay. I also have this battery inside. It's a 4000 milliamp hour battery. I made some modifications to this to the case. As you can see, I've replaced the cartridge slot with the SD card slot instead. This works pretty well, and I think it turned out pretty well. You can see here, this is what it looks like. Yeah. Now we're gonna see the Game Boy Color Raspberry Pi thing boot a game. I just want to say that in order for the Raspberry Pi to fit inside the case, you have to desolder a lot of the components. So in order to fit it inside the case. So here's a game. It looks pretty well. The sound is working. Yeah. You can adjust the sound to the left, just as a regular Game Boy Color. Going down, then up, and then down again. Yeah. So let us just try to boot my save file here and see how the game runs along. If you want to build this project, I recommend you to read up a lot. It might seem kind of easy to do it, but there's actually a lot of things you have to know. Like, for example, what kind of screen you want, or what the size of the batteries, how you want to register the input. There's a lot of ways to do it, so I would recommend you to look it up. So here I'm just going to demonstrate my power off feature. It's actually saving everything before it cuts the power, so you can just turn it off at any time, just like a regular Game Boy Color. So I'm just going to show it here. First we cut the power. There we go. You see it turns the screen off, and there goes the power. So yeah, I think they turned out pretty well. There's also other emulators you can play. For example, here's the NES emulator. Yeah, so yeah, that's the NES emulator. Here I'm just going to show the charging LED. So you can see it charging when there's a connector inside of it. There's also the audio jack. So if you connect the headphones, the audio is turned on to the power audio instead. And here you can see the difference between Raspberry Pi Zero, the original Raspberry Pi, and the Game Boy Color. So it's actually a lot easier to fit the Raspberry Pi Zero inside the case. Also, you don't have to desolder anything. So that's what I really would recommend. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I also hope that you try to build your own Game Boy Color or gaming device with the Raspberry Pi. And yeah, thanks for watching.